Okay, I'll start posting more content to uh, improve my confidence and hopefully gain more supporters. I want to keep posting because why not? You never really know which videos or even a video will get you a big following on social media. You really don't know. But if you don't try, you're never going to be able to get big on social media. I don't think most people would even want to be big on social media. Many apps take a lot of time, for sure, but if you can get big on multiple apps, you have the potential to earn a good amount of money. So, in the long run, if you're consistent on social media, you can earn a good amount of money, but you have to post pretty much every week. Depending on how many views you're getting, depending on how many followers or subscribers you're getting, how many watch hours you're getting, how many views you're getting, at least on your YouTube shorts or your long form videos. But if you're not posting consistently, at least a few times a week, you're not going to get a big following and you're not going to earn very good money on social media unless you're lucky. But most people aren't lucky at all to get monetized on social media. But once you get monetized, don't stop posting and try not to get out of your niche and stuff like that, because you don't want to lose your following and you don't want your views to go way down. But I think it's also good to start a new channel, YouTube channel, when your main one doesn't work out anymore. But I just think that I definitely want to post more and be more optimistic, be more positive. I know I'm not great at this social media thing, but I can definitely improve on it. I just need to prioritize my time a lot better. I need to prioritize my time a lot better and work on things differently and work on improving my life. That's really what life is all about. Working on yourself, just doing your very best, trying to be the best version of yourself possible. And I feel like that's just not happening. That's just not happening in the US. I know it's a bit biased since I'm in the US, but at least where I'm at in the US, people just, they don't seem to care at all. They don't seem to care about bettering themselves. They just don't look like they care. Not only that, but I would say if we put a poll up, I would say most people don't care about other people, especially in the US. I've noticed that it's all about money, power, greed, selfishness. It's just it's not great here right now. And my dream is to one day leave the US. I know that's crazy and all, but the way things are going, it's just not getting better. I know there's a new president every 4 years, depending on how many terms they've done. But I'm not too worried about that, but just the cost of living here it's not improving, like, at all. Especially in the last 5 months, at least where I'm at, it's not improving whatsoever. And I just don't think the American dream is worth it anymore. I just don't see it worth it anymore. I don't see spending so much money for something I can get so much cheaper in a different country and be treated so much better. My whole thing is be somewhere where you're appreciated. I want to live somewhere where I'm more appreciated and treated better. I don't get that here in the US. Not whatsoever. No. But my goal is to be famous in a different country than the US. I know eventually the fame will come if I work hard enough, but I don't know. I just don't think I want to live in the US anymore, at least. I would definitely want to go somewhere where I can have dual citizenship, but as far as living in the US, I feel like the quality of life here is not very good. Unless you're making good money, but even with that, you have to pay more. You get more money, like, you get more taxed, more money taxed. But I mean, you're making more money, but is it all worth it in the end? I don't know. At least for me, it's not worth it. I mean, it doesn't help what I went through, but hopefully things will get better. I just need to work harder. But I've been saying that for the last 11 years. I need to do better. I've been saying that for the last 11 years, and I have made improvements, yes, but I want to truly improve my life, truly improve myself. I don't want to keep struggling. I don't want to keep suffering. And I don't want to keep going in a vicious cycle, endless cycle that I don't feel like I'm stuck in. Right now I feel like I'm stuck in a vicious cycle of not trying hard enough. That's what I feel like so many people, at least in the US, are like. They're in a vicious cycle of not trying hard enough. And I don't want to be that person that doesn't achieve much in their entire life. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that doesn't accomplish anything. I want to be someone that is known by millions of people in the world, and someone that will be remembered for doing something positive and something good in this world. And I feel like there really aren't a lot of people like that in this world left. But I don't know a lot of things, but I do know that at least where I'm from, there's not a lot of people with morals or traditions anymore. They just don't care anymore. And if people just cared, then the world would be a better place, most likely. But I don't know. I really don't know what's going on in the US, but we are definitely not mentally strong. We are not. We haven't been for decades. We have a major substance abuse epidemic that has lasted probably decades, and we have an extreme mental health crisis, really epidemic, really. It's bad. It is really bad here when it comes to substance abuse and mental health illnesses, really. We are not strong anymore. We're not what we used to be. And I don't know what happened. We used to be great, but I just hope things improve. But one thing that I've said before, I really do believe that if more people were able to do online jobs and get paid decent money, or even try to get big on social media, then maybe they could get to live in different countries and explore the world, really have true freedom. To me, true freedom is the ability to go anywhere they want in the world, whenever they want, and however long they can. I mean, I know there's requirements, like every country has requirements, but even like over a week would be nice, or a month. But if you can stay somewhere over a month, you're doing pretty well. But I mean, I just I'm just losing faith in the U.S. I know many people will say I'm a coward, I'm weak, but honestly, if I can make my life a lot easier in a different country, why not? To me, that's very smart, to be honest. But not everyone's going to agree with that. But I really believe that people just need to push themselves more and just try a lot harder and not give up at such a young age. I feel like people give up way too early in life and just are content with how things are gonna be. I don't get it at all. To me, it's just not smart at all, to be honest. Why settle in life? Yeah, why settle? And not work harder and achieve so much more than you thought you could. That's what so many people don't understand. I think it's because people don't believe in themselves. They they just don't care. It's sad, actually, but people need to understand that life goes by very fast, and you don't want to wake up and be so regretful. I feel like so many people are waking up regretful of how their lives turned out. And I don't want to be like that anymore. Why not just push myself? Take some time out of my day to make YouTube videos. Why not? Why not? I enjoy talking. I go on rants sometimes, but I think I have many good ideas, and plus, I don't want to be like everybody else. All these YouTube channels, one topic, but I think as far as my niche, I like dancing and self-improvement. I mean, there's just not many self-improvement YouTube channels out there anymore. And it's just not, it's not good. It's not good. But I think if I ever become more popular and popular enough to get monetized, I'd be forever thankful. And even if I get big on social media, I think it's important to remember how things used to be and not to forget that, because so many people take things for granted, and the money on social media isn't always consistent, and sometimes it's not that great for a little while, but as long as we keep trying, then hopefully life will improve, get better, because life can be amazing, life can be awesome, but we have to make the best of what we have in life. And we just have to be more positive. I think being more positive will help a lot. I really don't expect to get a lot more views, but I am more hopeful that people will find me more relatable. And plus, I really don't have a lot of time to spend on multiple apps. But multiple apps have multiple reasons why I use them. To make friends, to chat with people online, to potentially make relationships, gain a support system. I don't have much of a support system in the US, but I'm lucky to have made a lot of online friends, but I really need to keep trying, try harder, work on myself, work on bettering myself, because you never know what you're going to be able to achieve in life if you just try harder and put in more effort. Okay, I think that's it for this video. I'm not sure if anyone's going to watch this video until the end, but if you do, I'm very thankful and grateful for your time and support. I hope everyone that even clicks on my video or watches any of my videos, I hope they all have a great day wherever you are in this world. I hope everyone achieves everything they want to achieve in life. We just have to be more positive, especially during these times. But we need to just keep trying. That's all that matters. Thank you for your time and support. Have a great day today. Bye. On to the next video. I hope to see you all there.